Good afternoon, I'm Duncan Golestani. Boris Johnson has reopened the Brexit debate within the Conservative Party by setting out 4 conditions for Britain's departure from the EU. The Foreign Secretary insisted any transition period after Britain leaves the Union should not last a second more than 2 years. But in a sign of the deep division Conservatives face as they gather for their annual party conference this weekend, Ruth Davidson, the Scottish Tory leader, called for serious people to take charge of Brexit. Liz Summers reports.
We've got the passion, we've got commitment, and we've got
bold statements during the referendum, and now on the eve of the Tory party conference, more pronouncements on Brexit. In an interview with The Sun, the Foreign Secretary calls for 4 conditions for Brexit. The transition period post-Brexit must be a maximum of 2 years and not a second more. The UK must refuse to accept new EU rules during the transition period. There must be no payments for access to the single market when the transition ends. And the UK must not agree to shadow EU rules to gain access to the single market. Meanwhile, the Scottish Conservative leader Ruth Davidson told The Times it was time for serious people to take charge of Brexit process. The divisions in the party come just a week after the Prime Minister's major speech on Brexit in Florence.
A period of implementation would be in our mutual interest.
Today's interventions will be seen by some as not very helpful, as Mrs May attempts to reassert her grip on her party ahead of its annual conference tomorrow. Liz Summers, ITV News.
The new Chief Inspector for Hospitals says the NHS is stuck in the past and not fit for the 21st century. In an interview with The Telegraph, Professor Ted Baker said the health service has failed to modernise to take into account the growing number of elderly people needing treatment. The law may be changed so that people found guilty of animal cruelty in England could in future face prison sentences of up to 5 years. The current maximum sentence is 6 months, but in several recent cases, judges said they would have liked to impose tougher sentences. And finally, as the Invictus Games draw to a close, Prince Harry had a surprise guest in Toronto. Former President Barack Obama joined the spectators, along with one rather surprised young woman who found she had the best seat in the arena. And that's it. We're back at 5:45. Bye for now.